Hi folks, welcome back to the bench. Today we've got this beautiful wash burning that's having a full setup. We've got truss rod adjustments, saddle adjustments, nut cut. We thought we'd invite you along for the ride and show you the step-by-step process. And like any process, there's an order that we have to do these things. First job will be to tackle the truss rod, have a little look to see if it's in the correct position, and we're going to zoom in for a close-up so we can have a look. There's an array of ways that we can check this using tools and various bits and pieces. We're going to show you the method if you're at home and you've got very little tools at your disposal. We're going to hold the first fret down, and then we're looking for, when we've pinned the bottom down, just a little bit of a bounce. That will determine whether we need to adjust the rod or not. So as we can see, and I'll zoom in for a close-up, there's just a little bounce there. And this is just in a little bit closer detail. You'll hopefully see there's just a little bit of a bounce happening on those strings. And I do think we can probably get that down just a little bit more. Right guys, we're going to make the adjustment now. It's important to have the right size Allen key or wrench if you're working with this, and trust the process. Take your time. We can repeat it. Small increments is always the way forward. Also, if you feel that it's at a point where it is stiff, it's not moving anywhere and you're unsure, do consult a local guitar technician. They'll be able to assist you. I'm just going to make a small adjustment because we were nearly there and I feel we can get on to the next step. That, I think, is about it. We'll zoom back in for a close-up. And there we have just a very, very slight bounce, and I'm happy that we can now move on to our next section. We can now pay close attention to our saddle height. We're going to remeasure on the neck again, and then we're going to get a gauge for just how much we can take off. Once again, we'll do this in sections. Let's zoom in for another close-up. So we're currently sitting at, I'd say, 2.75-ish to sort of 3 millimeters, which we would consider high. You can just hopefully see slightly out of shot. I'll move my finger. 2.8 would be considered high. We're going to try and get this down to probably about 2 mil, between 2 and 1.75. The request of the customer was for a very low action. So let's get to the next bit. Right guys, we've spoke about bringing saddles down before. We can use tools and files. There's only a small amount to come off, so we're going to go for the sandpaper method today. Join me on the bench. If it does help, you can measure to see what reduction you need to make. With a bit more experience, you can sort of eyeball this, and we'll try it on and off the guitar a few times just to see if we're there. I'm going to take the first couple of grades off now, and then we'll see where we get to. Important to change the strokes of the saddle every now and then. We don't want to take too much off one side than the other. So a few strokes, turn round, repeat the process, back on the guitar, back off the guitar. Can be a bit long-winded. Take your time, we're nearly there. Right guys, let's remeasure. And that is absolutely perfect, between 1.75 and 2 as requested. Right guys, time to cut our nut slots. This is the first time we will require, unfortunately, some tools. Everything up to yet has been either Allen keys, sandpaper, things that you've probably got lying around the house. But for the precision cutting, we will require some specialist files. If you do have any questions regarding the feeler gauges and the measurements and you're unsure, drop us a line in the comments. We're always happy to help. It will apply from guitar to guitar, and the measurements are different depending on taste and how you play as a person. But I'll show you the process anyway. With anything that we're doing, don't be afraid to ask a question. And what we're looking for is no bounce at all. And as you can see, there's a very slight bounce on our B string. So we're now going to cut that to the correct depth. It's important to just do a few passes with the file and then remeasure. It's easy to take more off. It's a lot harder to add some on. But we've just got a couple more glides, and then I think we are good to remeasure. And that, guys, is absolutely perfect. No bounce. We've checked the others. We know they're fine. We are now good to go. And there we have it, folks. One guitar setup all done and ready for action. We've looked at our truss rod. We've brought the saddle down with our sandpaper, and even looked at the basics of nut cutting. Whether you have a go yourself or use a local guitar tech, you can at least appreciate the work that goes into fine tuning these beautiful instruments. Any questions, any comments, any advice, please feel free to drop us a comment below. I don't know if the comments are below, but we'll pretend they're down below. As always, I'm Jamie, your local tech. Another day, another guitar. See you soon.